Namah Shivaya. In the infinite sphere of your universal manifestation, composed of the fire of your infinite consciousness, you dance in bliss while remaining motionless. Stillness of the unborn, dance of the infinite. Your locks fly in complete abandonment of all differentiation in the universal wind that rises and vanishes, extending through time, filling all space, from you never apart. Emanation of light from and into yourself. Eternal light, real, shines for itself. Dancing as fire, reposing as space, where sun, moon, and stars shine, yet shine not. In the space-like void, perfect fullness of being, lies the potential of form, smiling head of Shakti, from whose mouth flows the Ganga of grace, in ever-flowing bliss, supported by you. The severed Brahma skull, creation's very source of ephemeral illusion, annihilation complete. All this is not, yet not separate from that. No creation realized, laughing and free. With the moon of the mind's reflected luminosity, and the passing of time in the eternal, as ornaments all this is carried by you, the mind free and timeless, the absolute one. The beauty of your flower is the display of the universe, experienced, glimpsed, a momentary vision in hallucination unreal by one who has consumed the fragrant datura. In one hand is sounded the pranava, Om, the vibration of which is all the vast universes in all states of mind, bringing forth entirely this apparent creation, all of this, you. In one hand blazes the fire of destruction, in which all forms cease, things, bodies, and minds, events and the world, time and space too. You, the destroyer, alone you remain. These two divine hands are perfectly balanced, creation and destruction as displayed by you. Simultaneous they are, momentary they are. Both are by you, who are prior and after. Snake that adorns, of unimpeded energy, around throat indestructible, your nectar immortal. Serpentine passion sways from your arm, along with the hide of power and inertia. The three gunas appear in matter and mind, harmless to you, detached witness of all. For you they are only the merest of adornments, weightlessly flapping in the breeze of your motion. Fear-destroying hand of revelation and grace, granting protection, sanctuary untouched. Another hand points to your vast cosmic dance, raised leg in motion, dance of the universal. Your other foot planted on the jiva subduing, key to the self-evident, the non-existence of I. Your dance destroys that false assumption, and only by that can your truth be known. Your whole figure so balanced, and your features so fine, like the delicate stamen of a wondrous flower, and the thin fibers of a celestial feather. Upon your lotus throne of imperturbable perfection. Om Namah Shivaya. Upon the lotus heart of perfection attained by self-knowing wisdom, the false minute ego, whose nature is non-being, with his weapon of ignorance, is utterly destroyed, and no trace remains. This yields smiling bliss that points to the dance. The loss of the ego is attainment of truth. The transcendent dance of ego death true is the dance of bliss, the Ananda Tandava. Perpetually indicated by the Supreme itself. Here take refuge, to this be devoted, this should be known, in this be absorbed. Here is bliss ultimate, timelessly realized. Nothing's concealed in your open hand. Eternal protection from illusion and suffering. Such is your grace, pervading the universe. Such is the truth that you alone are. Dead skins of illusion, ornaments non-binding, empty ignorance gone, and the world vanished too. Dissolved in pure knowledge, dissolved in the reality of the unborn Shiva, the self non-dual. Dissolving duality in your drum, two in one. The nature of experience surpassing all time. Significance of Om pervading the three states, yet transcendent of these, your being ever is. In your raised hand, the fire of jnana, destroying utterly all ignorance forever. Around your neck, the protector of knowledge, mere adornment for one who is knowledge itself. All yoga is contained in realization of you. Thus your form of the yogi, who is in highest union, inseparably one and never apart, with you yourself, by you yourself. Your serene eyes, radiating love and deep peace, mystery of mysteries revealed in you. Your smile is the inexplicable indication of Sahaja, with its own deathless peace and profound silent joy. Your open third eye is wisdom supreme, destroying delusion, in which no thing is seen, yet truths clearly discerned by the consciousness knowledge, which is itself you, the indivisible one. severed skull of the one who starts the creation, pours forth the Ganga of self-knowledge pure, matted locks of renunciation, abandonment of the unreal, O destroyer of delusion, who is alone real. The flower of expansion of the beauty of mind, released from its limits, dissolved in its true nature, unfettered, absorbed, having swallowed itself in ecstatic revelation, continuous, divine. The moon of the mind, your shining adornment, shines by your light, who alone really shine. You dance as consciousness, moving though still, as truth liberates, though there is no unreal. In the transcendent space of being consciousness bliss, empty and full, great void, pure being, circle of flame, completeness of infinity, you abide always as the true self forever. Om Namah Shivaya. Are there any ever other than you? Does illusion hide you? Is the real ever gone? Yet none other can see the invisible being when revealed by you, and the ego is gone. All the 5 dances are contained in the one, the Ananda Tandava, which reveals all. Innate, blissful, uncreated, unborn, the state of Shiva, as Shiva is. In this one dance, all is wonderfully shown. With your drum of creation, your hand of preservation, your fire of destruction, with your lower foot of disappearance and your raised foot of grace. In your left ear, her glistening earring, all Shakti is fully absorbed in you. Write your own earring, for you are ever yourself, wearing the thread, you, the knower of Brahman, showing your sign in the hand of auspiciousness. The other hand's fingers are the triad in you, while the same hand, lordly and graceful, bestowing endless bliss, you point to the dance. The cluster of jatas, the shining woven locks, is concentrated jnana, knowledge unmixed, indivisible, solid, your spread hair flying the expanse of knowledge, space-like and clear. Om Namah Shivaya. The tiger appears, the waking state and body. A serpent appears, the dream and the subtle. The dwarf of forgetfulness, the confusion of mind. The deep sleep and causal, the three states appear. And you slay them all with self-evident truth. You play with the three, but are ever transcendent. The fourth and beyond, your own state is you. Shiva immutable, being consciousness bliss. Om Namah Shivaya. You display the five elements within your own being. Your foot is the earth, and your hair is the water. With drum for the air, your blazing hand of fire. The dance is of space, your head is pure jnana. Om Namah Shivaya. In your right hand is held the sound of creation. In your left hand shines the flame of absorption. There in you, Saguna Brahman. There in you, Nirguna Brahman. You yourself remain without difference at all. Om Namah Shivaya. Covered with ash is Nataraja eternal, immutable being and unchanging bliss. In your hair, like a tree, perched are two birds, Ishwara and Jiva, who are ever together. Appearing as two, yet of the same kind. When their nature is known, they are only you. Jiva only Shiva, Parameshwara you, the absolute being, the supreme Lord of all. Om Namah Shivaya. O great transparency, limitless expanse of pure consciousness, Lord of the dance, auspiciousness itself, bestower of eternal bliss, realized as I, that which alone is. In you, all is. In you, all is consumed. In you, no notion of all survives. Your motion is, in truth, your stillness. Your dance is in silence, the silence that's real. Your sound, too, is silence, fuelless your flame. Your form is formless, your manifestation uncreated. Motion that's motionless, vision of the unseen. Your nature inconceivable, for you alone are. more ancient indeed than time itself, vaster than vast, than space itself. Lord of the universe, smile of wise sages, substance of my being, you alone are. Transcendent consciousness, indwelling all, there is none to worship you than you yourself. Only you can meditate on you, the one self, one without a second, O infinite consciousness. There is none to know you than you yourself, O endless existence without any duality. The life of all sages, essence of meditation, knowledge itself, solitary being. Om Namah Shivaya. Many are the meanings of your adornments and gestures, but your real nature defies definition and symbol. Graceful dance of pure grace itself, illuminating dance of self-knowledge itself, dance of freedom, of liberation itself, dance of existence, of limitless being, dance of joy, of unending bliss, dance of Shiva, the Lord of the dance. Om Namah Shivaya. In you the innumerable beings live and die, all ever in you, you who are in all. For the sake of the world, you appear in the world, but the world that appears is only in you. In you alone appear all the elements, and in you alone appears the power fivefold. You put a complete end to the entire samsara, and abide as the identity of those who dwell eyeless. The source of true knowledge, of full wisdom perfect, only you, the undivided, are the goal and the means, effacing the individuality, leaving not a trace of delusion's cycle, imagination's dust. Om Namah Shivaya. You are ever shining as the only reality for all who absorb themselves completely in you. For those who seek love, you are pure delight. For those who seek peace, you are unfailing repose. For those who seek happiness, you are complete bliss. For those who seek freedom, you are final liberation. For those with no seeker, you are self-evident being. You are the very self, the only self of all. Om Namah Shivaya. Nataraja Shiva, salutations to you for all eternity. Shivoham, Shivoham, Shiva Nataraja.